Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Mango's Mobile Madness. This time we're playing Honkai Star Rail, and I just want to say sorry for not uploading videos lately. I've been out of it. My life has sucked. A lot of stuff has gone on, and this week has been especially bad, and same with the last week and the week before, but we're getting better. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about content because I'm having trouble with Epic 7 lately. It's no surprise. Everybody seems to be. And I wanted to talk about, like, every time somebody asked me what I would change with Epic 7 is obviously I would add more content. And then they asked me, well, you know, what is content? I know that sounds dumb, but like, what do you enjoy and why do you enjoy it? So I just want to show you two current events going on in Honkai Star Rail that I really enjoy and I consider amazing, like S-tier content for gacha games. Obviously, there's going to be things like hunts and stuff and Abyss and other situations like that where there's combat based, and that's very important. But there's also other stuff like this that is very important. So right now, we have two events going on. One is a museum. This is one of the most impressive events I've ever had in a game, I think. And then we have a Star Hunt game as well. We'll take a little bit of both, look at both of them right now. But there's a bunch going on. First off, there's tons of quests. The UI is amazing. You just kind of go in. You don't have some clunky web event where you press a button and then it doesn't load, and you press a button and it doesn't load, then it crashes, you know? And it's not really responsive. You can click in here, and not only do you just have it in here, you actually have, like, it in the world and impacting the world. So this whole event we have right now is in relation to the museum here, and different parts of Belobog, one of the worlds, are kind of on display, and our goal is to kind of run a museum. And this is very RPG like, as you can see. You kind of just have a lot of cool lore, a lot of cool everything, just a lot of fun, basically, for people like me. And this is the kind of thing that keeps content relevant in games, in my opinion. On top of that, we have a system here to actually run the museum, but we also have story in related to all of this as well. So let's actually go take a look at the story and show you what sort of thing you can expect from this, as opposed to something like Epic 7's story, where it doesn't encapsulate me as much. And I hope this part is good. I haven't done this part, but I can only assume it will be, because everything else has been for this. And this isn't a I hate Epic 7 or anything. I just want to get that through. This is just this is what content means to me, and this is what I'm personally enjoying. So again, this is just a random event here. We can talk to Clara.
Ah, it's Big Sister.
Oh look, voices.
Miss Pelageya Sergeyevna. You remember my full name? This kid is really something. Nice to meet you, Clara. What brings you to the robot settlement?
And
well, something strange
just
happened in the settlement
this
recently.
is so much more than the story we get in
live
Epic
nearby
7,
if they
because
know
you can
anything
feel it.
about
There's voices, there's moving
Something
parts. I know we haven't
strange.
moved yet, but we will,
Can
I
you
promise.
share any details?
I'm gonna skip through most of these
well,
because
recently, a lot
I
of
want to
the
show you
wolves
some other parts
started
as well.
running around, breaking in.
You
Mr.
have
Farag scanned the
impacts
robot,
into it as well.
so
And again, this is a
I don't
side
think it's
like
a hardware
event
issue,
with
so they're not
voices, okay?
functioning
Like a
collectively.
random event like you would get for Epic 7.
You're right, Clara.
So
Really? It'll
now
be
we have
fine.
to go investigate some robots.
Thanks
This
to
is
the
like the
duty of
first time I've
Silvermane
ever
Guards, this is-
skipped
Of course.
voices, but I just wanna show you what's up. Okay, so another part of this quest is stuff like these mini games. So this is a mini game where I have to connect all the terminals, and the goal is to connect the power from this one all the way to this one, then all the way around to this one. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but we're gonna figure that out, and that's kind of part of this here. And this should do it right here. Right here. Right here. Right there? We're gonna get there. So this one has to move. Okay, so this has to be right here. But how can it be right there? No, it has to be right here. Yeah, it has to be right there. There we go. That was a harder one. Usually they're pretty easy. Okay, so we finished that part of the quest, and now we go back to the museum here, and we get to reassemble the Gears of Wisdom, and we build on the world. And now this thingy is here.
I would have, but see the final product for yourself.
Not too shabby.
Well, technically we didn't, but take a look. As long as you don't pull
Excellent work.
with Gears of Wisdom back, if you're
So now,
interested in
because
managing the
we
museum,
did this,
in the meantime, I'll let
we
you
can
know
now
if you give me
open the one spot in the museum we haven't to yet. We also hired Clara as an assistant here now, so we can have Clara help out with the museum. So anytime we do museum tours, we get to send her in there. So now that we've got the museum management here, we're on day 18 right now. This is the UI for it. Again, this UI was made completely for this event. We've got 2 halls here, and then we've got the industrial hall, and you can level up the areas to make them more like longer duration tours, more educational value, more visitor appeal. You know, you can do all sorts of stuff like this and just work on this together, and you can find more stuff, and it's just so cool. Yeah, so that's one area. Let's go to the other event now, which is going to be the Star Hunt game. First off, there's a ton of story with it. We already finished this. I can't show you this part, but this was amazing. It was like an adventure thing. I really, really enjoyed it. But now we have these little code sectors, and this story is not going to make much sense, but basically revolves around a bunch of hackers, and we have to... where am I right now? We have to find like traces of the hacker. I always forget where this is. So where is this here? So we can go here. Star Hunt game, arcade challenge. Let's go to the sealed sector. We have to find Leonard. There we go. So we found Leonard here. Now this is kind of like the mini side quest after the start. So our goal for this right now is to find some spray tags or whatever you want to call it that hackers left behind and scan them into our computer basically. So we can see stuff like this. We've got this one right here. We can go up here and scan the graffiti. And if we can find all 3 of these in the area, we get a little bit of a bonus. And we can see here, so this door has that above it. That means we have to find that and scan it, and that door will open. We're on a pretty easy difficulty right now. Of course, there's enemies too if you want to fight. But yeah, this is just an idea of the kind of content you can have in games. I know a lot of people don't play MiHoYo games for good reason. If they don't like them, they don't like them, you know, but I think we can learn a lot in terms of content, and this is probably blasting. We can learn a lot in terms of content, and one of the reasons why I like them so much is because they actually do some innovation and some actual like content, like some meaty content, you know, in their updates. And their updates aren't maybe as often as Epic 7's when they were actually updating regularly, but they were much more meaningful pieces of work within the game. So we open this door now by collecting that here, and we're now looking for some more tags. So usually they're super hidden. I've not done this one yet, so it's trying to find any. Sometimes they hide it like on the back of a thing. Okay, so there's another tag there, another tag here. This is the level graffiti, usually come in pairs. You can use them to change the strength levels of your enemies, strengthen or weaken them. Okay. So we can see there's another graffiti back there. There's one down there, and we've got to solve a bunch of the puzzles here too. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to show you today. I hope you enjoyed this. I know this isn't the best video to come back on after being gone for a bit, but I just wanted to talk about a game and not be too stressed about performing well in Epic 7 or anything like that. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.